Welcome to dinner at the Roundtable Podcast with DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder, your source to knowledge. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Dinner at the Roundtable.
GG, I am DJ John Tovar. This is Dinner at the Roundtable Podcast, your source to knowledge. Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder. This is our 100th episode. Baby, god damn it, nigga. What's going on, fellas?
Well, John Tavares, let's do that again. You were lagging, bro, the whole time.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Apologize about that, man.
Let's do it one more time. It's all right, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. It's just, I'm going to bring it back again. I can edit it later.
Do it again.
Yeah, you still sound like you're lagging. Huh?
I am?
Yeah, you're lagging right now.
Like it seems like it's your internet or something.
Okay.
Oh, you good now?
I'm good now?
Yeah.
Okay. But before, I wasn't doing that, right?
Nah, when as soon as he started recording, that's when you
Maybe with the streaming shit, it kind of like. I got that on the people though. Yeah.
It's cool.
Let's do it again.
We can edit it later.
Yeah. I got that before though. Other people, they told me the same thing.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Welcome to Dinner at the Roundtable Podcast with DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder, your source to knowledge. Follow them.
GG, I am DJ John Tovar. Welcome on to a podcast.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
You all right, bro?
Are you getting the podcast intro late on your side?
Oh.
Is it coming
Edwin,
in?
you hear like that too? Yo, it's true.
I hear it.
It's like that.
How about you, Chris? Are you getting it delayed?
Not from now, but Jay's intro is delayed.
No, I mean
so you know what? Let me sign out.
I'm getting it fine. It's just
Yeah,
Jay's the one that's like taking.
He's like hesitant, like, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
But it's so crazy. As you guys are talking to me right now, we're talking in real time.
Yeah, but how about the music? Are you hearing the music? The June Dryer thing, the podcast.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it, and it's paused. So once it just paused, I had to jump in. But it's kind of crazy where I could hear you guys real time right now, as we talking right now.
All right, let's do it one more time. Let's see.
That's crazy. Yo, Edward, that's just crazy.
You know what? All
Listen,
right, so
let me know I'm not bugging out, right?
So just
like, I can hear these guys talking shit, but they can't hear me. Whatever. That's crazy.
Hey, it's part of the 100th episode shenanigans. Don't worry about it. So
that's crazy, bro.
Just count to 12 in your head, and then just count to 15.
No, but I mean, I want to make sure I'm not lagging though, because at the same time, you guys can hear me speak to you right now, but when the beat goes on.
You're not lagging now. I think the chit is too strong, bro, and it's messing up your signal.
You said too strong.
Go over somewhere, yo.
Oh, so just count in your head 13 seconds. At the count of 3, 13 seconds, count in your head, and then you jump on. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Dinner at the Roundtable Podcast with DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder, your source to knowledge. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Dinner at the Roundtable.
GG, I am DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder. We are Dinner at the Roundtable Podcast, your source to knowledge. This is our 100th episode.
Yeah.
My God. You know what I mean?
100.
Like, yo, crazy.
100.
Crazy.
100.
What a thought.
It's the 100.
What a thought.
100. Uno, cero, cero. Like, I mean, like, yo, it's crazy, bro.
It says 100. You know the GIF or the emoji. Put that shit on the bottom, like 100.
100. Hell yeah, man. That's great.
Yeah,
Man. We
man.
finally made it,
bro.
man. I mean, thanks to God, man, the grace of God that we was able to make it. I mean, it's not easy. We sacrificed a lot of hours of our lives, to put this together for our listeners and our viewers. And you know what? We made it to 100 episodes. A lot of podcasts don't make it past 10 episodes. And we're here giving you 100 raw.
No, absolutely, brother. And I mean, listen, actually piggyback what you were saying right now. I mean, it's all about, determination, though. You know what I'm saying? Just really, being really dedicated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, for us, though, man, like, we came a long way, bro. We came a long way. And, I mean, listen, I appreciate you guys. I mean, because honestly, it couldn't be possible without you guys, though. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, like, this whole concept of coming up with this podcast and, these ideas as far as, like, trying to really, bring about true things that I think that really matters for our society. And you guys definitely, you know what I mean, being a part of that, man. I appreciate you guys 1,000%, man. Sure, man. 1,000%, bro. 1,000%, man.
I want to thank our listeners and our viewers out there. For all our fans that follow Dinner at the Round Table podcast, you guys make this possible too, to make us continue to do our podcast episodes, because we're glad that somebody's out there listening or viewing us.
1,000%, bro. That's crazy, man. And I mean, listen, man, we got so much epic moments. It's fucking crazy. And sorry for cursing. I mean, I rarely curse, but like, I mean, I'm just so hyped up because it's like it's that 100th episode, man. Like,
how dare you? Today's the Sabbath.
Jay's bad hyper right now. Look at
the Sabbath.
You might be a little arriba. You a little arriba, Jay? A little arriba?
Yo, no, listen. I'm on arriba off of energy right now, man. Because at the end of the day, who would have known, bro? Who would have known?
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just keep you honest right now. Who would have known? Who would have known that you actually, like, we actually have this right now. Have this platform, and you and I are now talking about our 100 episode. You know what I mean? Establishing this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would have known that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that came. So episode, what was it? Episode 4 or 5, I think it was, that I came in. I just wanted to do an episode, and then I asked you to come on, and then Nalina really gave me, was like, yeah, let's put Chris on, man. He adds a new dynamic,
Yeah, I remember I had a meeting with Jay. I was like, yo, what do you think about Chris, man? I think Chris added like another dynamic to the show, like you said, and we had like a little pep talk about it, and then we decided to bring you in, brother. We said we're gonna bring in the butcher, slicing and dicing.
Yeah, no, butted heads first like couple months.
It was we used to bump heads with sports a lot, bro, because you had like this analogy about Tom Brady and Steph Curry didn't like it.
He was like, bring back the fighting, bring back the arguing between me and you. Bring it back. Now put something on the group chat about LeBron James, so I figured we could bring a little classic arguing back once we get everything else.
What was that in particular about LeBron James?
No, about the GOAT status, 5 championships, the whole 9.
Oh, that the comparison with Jordan, wasn't that one?
Yeah,
that's an argument. Honestly, it's based on your generation, though. And honestly, it's based on your generation, though, because it's going to be a back and forth with that. It's always going to be a clash.
But the only thing that I felt like he said was blasphemous was the Golden State Warriors big 3. You know what I'm saying? So me and him, I want to get into it a little bit.
Big 3.
You said that they weren't relevant, but they were scrubs made into stars.
They were green.
Yeah. Curry was a high pick, and so was Thompson. Thompson was like thinking number 11, and
but they weren't supposed to be superstars, and they became superstars. These are guys that traditionally are not supposed to be who they are traditionally.
Well,
it was supposed to be just like stars, or it was supposed to be stars or like role players. And Steph Curry.
That shot though. That shot was always incredible. But
to know that Steph Curry, is actually revolutionized the game of basketball. Nobody had no idea. No idea he was gonna do that.
That's.
I did though. I did.
No, like if you look at Cole, you look like Michael, right?
Well, he was gonna be the superstar that he is.
Yeah.
And if you look at
once we traded Monte Ellis, I already knew they saw that vision with Stephen Curry. But go ahead, Chris Ryder.
No, I'm saying, like, if you look at certain players like Mike, he revolutionized the game because if you like 1990 finals was like the perfect example. Back to the basket, dribble up, back to the basket. That's how they played. Jordan was flash. They really have that flash like that. He changed the game in that dynamic.
Okay.
Then LeBron James was like the magic just like 10 times. You know, he was power. You know, and Steph revolutionized the game with the jump shot.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was just kind of a surprise to certain people. They knew he was gonna be a great shooter because it's come on. He comes from a shooting family. Del Curry was a shooter. Yeah. But to the fact that he's the best shooter that existed in basketball, period, nobody had an idea. Nobody foresaw that. That he was going to be the best ever, and he was going to change the game of basketball completely.
I don't know.
You got to be honest. Nobody saw that.
That's true. No, I agree. I agree with that. That's true. Like,
I mean they knew that he was going to be a star because obviously, you know, he has a skill set. But nobody seen Steph Curry becoming the best three-point shooter of all time and revolutionizing the game of basketball to now teams built their teams based off of three-pointers. If you're a three-point shooter, you're going to get paid a higher salary than a lot of other players that are not three-point shooters because that's part of their offense now.
Yeah,
basketball.
For sure.
Nobody thought that.
That's why DeMar DeRozan is gonna have a hard time because he's not a 3-point shooter. He's more of a
slasher.
A slasher, like
the game has changed though.
Yeah. And slashers are still relevant though in basketball.
But once they lose that step and they're able to penetrate like they did before, that's when it's like Steph Curry is gonna be fucking smoking people when he's like 40 because that shot don't fade.
I mean, you know what's crazy about it? It don't take that much energy. I mean, when you slash him, it takes a lot more energy. You know what I'm saying? You got even more physique.
You're more injury prone.
Jump shot, it don't take that much energy. Just having that rhythm, that's all it is.
You know what
I'm saying? I definitely saw that determination with him, though.
Well, look,
I mean, I would have known. I mean, he would be like one of the greatest, shooters of all time. But I definitely saw that determination though from the jump.
This is the reason that we was talking about before we got into this little debate about the basketball thing, right?
Bringing it back for the 100 episode debate.
We was bringing it back right now, baby. When me and Chris used to go at it, this man had the audacity to say, and you know, John Tovar, because you was there. Look at me in the eye.
What happened?
He said Ray Allen was still the best shooter and the best.
I still think Ray Allen's the best.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Takes that 3 points made. Period. Until he takes that, Ray Allen's the best. Until he takes that, that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
that shit's gonna be.
What are you talking about?
Disagree though. But go ahead now.
Statistics.
All right. So the statistical categories of the 3 points. The most made ever is Ray Allen. Most made ever.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, you can pull the stats up. I looked at it because
of all time
about Steph.
The most field goals. I mean, Ray Allen played more seasons though, so I mean that's
field goals
common sense.
Ray Allen has made the most in history of the game.
Yeah, I mean, because he had more seasons than Steph Curry, especially this year. I mean, Curry was hurt, so I mean, that's evident.
He's gonna.
But I mean, I think Curry's gonna surpass that though. I'm definitely certain of that.
Outside of this year, Ray Allen's always been hurt, and then he played a lot of years in Miami as a second, the bench. So
check out the statistic. Ray Allen is number 1, Reggie Miller 2, and Steph Curry 3, right?
3. It's gonna overtake him.
And Allen did 18 seasons at 2,973, right? Steph Curry is already in 2,495.
And he's
how many seasons Curry has though?
11.
11. Damn, so 7 seasons apart.
By year
he's far behind.
By year 15,
that's scary.
He's only behind by like 400 3-pointers, 473 pointers.
And mind you, he missed the whole season.
He'll shoot that.
Year. Like it's crazy.
He'll shoot that, and he'll shoot that in 2 seasons.
But the reason why Curry, even if he hasn't gotten there yet, because he hasn't played that long, like Jay said, right? Like John Tovar said, he's only had 11 seasons. He hasn't gotten to the 2,900 mark because of his lack of seasons played. Steph Curry, even without that, is still the best 3-point shooter ever existed because Steph Curry is the only 3-point shooter who doesn't need to be set up with the ball in order to score a 3-pointer. He creates his own shot.
I agree.
He creates his own shot. Off the dribble.
He creates his own shot.
Yeah, off the dribble, on the dribble.
I wanted to see what Steph could do without Clay and Draymond, because I wanted to see what he could do.
He'll be like just like Lillard. What Lillard does, Lillard just comes up and shoots the ball from midcourt, from anywhere.
They don't need Curry. They need Curry. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. They need Curry.
Yeah, Curry will still be a 3-point threat.
Thompson will be Thompson without Curry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, if you really think about it.
What I'm trying to have Chris understand is that even if Clay wasn't there, Stephen Curry creates his own shot. Klay Thompson needs Curry to have the 3-pointers because he has to cut. He has to cut instead of plays.
This is what I tell Nelson. This is what he doesn't understand.
Curry comes off the dribble on his own with defensive.
But if Curry's walking up the court and you got the second greatest shooter of all time on the same court in the same backfield as you got to respect Klay. Because if you triple team Steph's going to pass out to Klay. Klay's going to hit.
Most of Steph Curry's 3-pointers are straight coming from this other side of the court. As soon as he passes the half-court mark, he shoots his own ball. A lot of his threes come from there. So even if Klay wasn't there, he's still going to get the 3-pointer. He creates his own shot.
Blasphemy. That's blasphemy. You're talking nonsense.
All right. Anyway.
I mean, the footage don't lie, bro. Go back to the footage, right? Because, I mean, you go back to the footage, you can see it. This guy, you know what I mean, creates his own shot.
Yeah.
The reality, I mean.
I get what Chris is saying. Chris is saying is like, I guess what Chris is saying is because
I'm just busting those chops.
Because Klay Thompson is such a good 3-point player.
I just like to piss people off, because I argue to argue. I don't.
Got you.
Knows that shit. We Sagittarius. Sometimes we just argue to argue. We don't even care.
Got you.
He's like, no, you fucking wrong, bro. What are you talking about? That's bullshit.
I don't know. I just fuck with him, right?
Especially when you spend the weekend chilling with Red Fox. He came back with a vengeance.
That nigga was tight, bro. He was tight. He's like,
he was tight. They fucked us.
He was like, yo, tell your boy, go fuck himself.
Hey,
I didn't appreciate him calling me Red Fox. So I was in the living room. I'm like, yo, where you think you got that shit from me, bro? I told him that shit.
That shit.
Yo, but check this out. Before Jay goes, Jay, for our listeners and our viewers, just to remind them who Red Fox is. That's Chris Ryder's dad, and he gets real flustered and his face gets super red. Chris decided to call him Red Fox. So Chris told me about it, and during one of our episodes, a beer connoisseur, Chris Ryder's brother was here. We mentioned him, and he got all pissed off that I called him Red Fox on live air.
There was no wonder we actually got our first hate comment on YouTube.
That's why I told my brother, I'm like, hold on, yo, which one of your bozo friends put that shit on there? Because out of all our episodes, you're the only one. Because he's got a boy that looks exactly.
That's very true.
It's like Seth Rogen. So I told Gil, I was like, yo, your boy's listening to the show? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw a shot at him, watch. And so I guess that must have been him. Like, oh, everybody in this podcast is lame. He looks just like
man. I should have known. Bro. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, though. You're right about that.
He was in American Eagle. He was making fun of me. I was like, yo, bro, you really want to go there? Because you know how in New York, when we about to roast somebody that they're about to get the business, we're like, yo, you sure you want to smoke? Just let me know. Don't get mad. Don't get your feelings hurt. Don't get all, it's in a bunch. I'm about to smoke you right now. And then he took it really well. I OD'd on him, though.
I mean, so there's a couple of culprits. So I mean, your dad could have set up a fake account just to say "fuck you," right? Or it could have been Seth Rogen, your boy, your brother's friend, right? So we got him, right? Those two, Red Fox, Seth Rogen, and they probably potentially, which is a random hater, right?
But it's just weird because that was the only episode that we actually had to hit in common.
It had to be somebody from Connecticut.
No other episode, bro. I'm like, I told my brother, friends that did that shit.
I actually did my research. I did my research and I started looking through because you could go to that person's channel to see if who they are, and they only had like 2 videos up, and they were like some weird like French raps.
Yeah, I did too.
You did that, right? You seen it?
Like,
Who the fuck
I
is
did.
this?
who's talking shit about dinner at the round table?
Like,
I was
who
in the
is
shook
going on
nine,
right
bro.
now? Like, yeah.
But regardless, I mean, that just means that we're doing something right, man. The haters, this is the funny thing about haters. When people who make those comments or people who comment like negative on anything that you do when you have a platform like ours, you know, without any merit, right? Because we didn't say anything offensive to anybody that I think, right? But some people take things to the heart, right? When people do that, when the haters come around like that, haters don't understand that they become the number one fans. Haters become your number one fans because haters hate is so strong that he's gonna be watching your shit every week just to say some shit.
So let me ask
about
you
this shit.
That's true. Yeah, right. About that.
Yo, fuck that. I don't fuck with them dudes. Them niggas, they lames, but every week they're there watching. So they can
I bet, but no, let me ask you a question. Do you have haters because of your hairline? Because it's so perfect.
See, yo, it's looking crisp.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, it look fresh.
But you know what's crazy about it? I mean, people
like,
at this age.
What up, now? How you doing?
Declining.
On his back like that bitch ass motherfucker's hairline. Fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Fuck his barber. Fuck that motherfucker.
I think
it's like your barber though. It's genetics though, bro. It's genetics, bro. Like, I mean, listen, bro. It's genetics.
But hey, listen. At least you know.
I mean, and also, I mean, your upbringing too. So like, I mean, not being so stressed out. Yeah, go ahead.
At least he ain't going bald, you know. It's still gonna be nice, you know. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm about to hit 40.
Listen, my side of my family though, we definitely Asian. Like, I mean, as far as like the hairline, man. And I mean, it really comes from my grandfather. My grandfather, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already saw it though, as a kid though. Like, I'm going to be like my grandfather when I get older. You know what I mean, with the hairline.
I mean, to be pushing 40, and I still got a full set of hair and a nice shape up.
Because usually, like, you know, the milestones is like early 20s, like late 20s.
Yeah.
And like around the mid 30s, like if you still got your hairline, by the time you 35, 36, you're gonna be all right till you old.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I know kids. I mean, not kids, but guys younger than me, bro. Like, they look like they're in their 40s already, bro. They're like 22, 23. They look washed up.
Aging a lot quicker.
You know what it is with me, man? I don't give a fuck. I just laugh everything off. I just laugh life off.
But you know what? You know what the secret to Sagittarius life? It's that we get mad at the moment. Like right then and there, we piss the fuck off.
Yeah.
And once we cool off, it's like, whatever, bro. You know what? But it's just at that moment, like if you catch us pissed off,
you can't let it get to you.
That moment, we going in on you. We gonna fuck you up. But you know, if you nowhere near us, and then like an hour later, you hit us up like, oh, "What's up, bro? Nah, I'm good, man. You sure you got that?
Sure.
After the moment passes, we don't give a fuck no more."
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm not a hat person, right? Because I mean, honestly, I wear hats here and there, but I'm not actual hat person, where you see me constantly with a hat on. But it's people that actually have the hats on. You know what I'm saying? But their hairline is straight though. You know what I mean? Because I mean, your hair definitely needs oxygen though. You know what I mean? It needs oxygen. You know what I'm saying? But people are still able to maintain their you know what I mean, their hairline. You know what I'm saying? With that.
For sure. And for those people that can maintain their hairline with wearing hats all the time, God bless them, because one of the things like John Tavar said is like your hair needs oxygen. So if you still got a good hairline with wearing hats.
There's some dudes that they need that hat, bro. You ever see Neo without a hat on?
Who?
Neo?
Oh, the singer Neo from
Yeah, you need the hat. You need to put that hat right back on.
Yep, for sure. I don't know, man. I don't know how it would look like with a bald, goatee. I don't know.
Yeah.
We should Photoshop that.
Might call me.
Jay, take his picture. Do like the shit like
Goldberg now. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh yeah, man, bro. All this shit going right here.
All that shit going. Yo, this is accepted, bro. I tell you about it. Yo, accept it.
Yo, funny story.
If it's declining, bro, accept it, bro.
Funny story. You gotta embrace it, right, Jay?
You got to, bro.
Hit
the shit. Yesterday, right, this customer comes into the counter, bro. Yo, he's got like the whole hair, but everything is like patchy. So imagine like a patchy beard, but on your head. My man's whole. I looked at my coworkers like, yo, bro, he gotta let it go, bro. It's over.
Yes,
that headline's finished. Bro. That shit over, bro. This is done.
Yo, accept it, bro. That's it. It is what it is, man. That's it. It is what it is, bro. That's it. I mean, it's out of your control right now. You know what I'm saying? Genetically speaking, right? It's out of your control. So accept it being what it is right now.
Yeah, look at the conversation we having right now, bro. We're talking about baldies and.
No, but I mean, listen. I mean, it makes sense though because I mean, it falls with insecurity, right? It really does though, and trying to feel like trying to be accepted. Because again, though, we live in a society that we have to have a certain image. You know what I mean? That we have to present ourselves a certain way in order to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think it's very informative that we actually talk about this because, even with me, like I started growing my beard at 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like really at 24 years old. And I got people older than me who are struggling to grow that beard because they feel as if they're more manly when they have that beard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I want to see? I want to see nothing else grow a beard.
I got something going. Look, a little
you
bit.
You got it right here, but you that big go. See, right now.
I gotta get it right here, though, like this.
My shit is.
Look at that.
I just be so tired from.
They always used to call me baby face now, man. I don't know. I tried to, but I can't.
Baby.
I'm gonna start.
Nas face and Nas, yo, this dude has not aged, bro. Like it's crazy.
He's 20.
This dude is not aged at all.
There's rumors that he belongs to a cult that drinks alligator blood and shit.
Well, it's crazy because if you guys seen Cobra Kai, right? The show.
Which one is that?
The Karate Kid series, right?
Karate Kid series. You know that the dude who plays Daniel LaRusso is actually older than Pat was in the original movie?
No way. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Years older. Like Ralph Macchio, I think his last name is Macchio, I think is his last name. But he's gonna be 60 years old. Pat Morita, I think that's how you say his name. He was 51 in the first Karate Kid. 7 years older, bro. These dudes from like the 80s or we just age better. We're aging better than like people who before.
I mean, yeah, man. I have no idea what it is, but it's definitely. I think it's an 80s gift.
Yeah, I thought he was like 60 when that movie first came out. No, he was.
But I mean, it definitely has to do with your diet, obviously. You know what I'm saying? What you put in your system, and also your mental state. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And also, you know what I mean, a little percent of genetics, though, honestly, though, too, at the same time. Because, I mean, honestly, listen, I don't have the hairline of no guy, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely get that feedback as far as, like, I can't believe you that old.
Same thing, bro.
Like, my age, they can't believe that. Like, yo, really? Nah, I don't believe that.
Nah. Definitely don't look like we're pushing 40. You definitely don't look like we're pushing 40. I'm like in the early 30s, 32, around there. I always get that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I get the late 20s, bro. Like it's crazy. Oh, yeah. I get the late 20s remark.
Because you guys still look like our dads when they used to be like in their 30s.
Yeah,
they look 32. Like you look your age. Now, like especially like me, I look younger than my age. Especially when I get a haircut fully. Like, people can't believe it.
I think me and Jay were stuck like in a time zone, bro. Like, like in a little like one of those like Milky Way shit that we just stuck there for a little while.
And you know what's crazy?
It's a blessing.
Behind us, behind me, they look older than me.
Yes, I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like my brother looks older than me, and he's like 31, 32. Right, Jay?
Yeah, I definitely attest to that.
Yeah.
I agree with you with that. You're right about that. He looks older than you.
Yep.
Like I said, like he's your older brother and shit, right?
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely when I go out with him, they're like, who's the? I'm like, is that your younger brother? Yeah, I just said that. They're like, no, that's bullshit.
That's crazy.
No talking shit about me.
Yeah, he does get mad about it. Actually, he talks about it all the time. But yeah, man. So, guy, I was talking about the. You were saying about the how society views certain people. When we were talking about the bald community, it actually is a bald community. Back in the days, baldies weren't that, For you to rock a baldy back in the days, you had to have balls, man. Like, but nowadays, like a baldy is like a regular thing.
Yo, did you guys?
Rock a baldy.
Did you
Like,
guys?
you know, guys,
Jordan definitely made it more popular.
Yeah, Holyfield, Goldberg, Steve Austin, those guys, you know, the wrestlers.
Used to have like the long, flowing golden hair, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you know when he was stunning Steve Austin, like this is going back before he became Stone Cold. He had golden brown, like long.
He first came on in WCW.
Yeah. Yo, you know whose hair's over? Shawn Michaels, bro. You seen him lately?
No, I haven't seen him.
Over, bro. He got his hair. He don't got that full set of hair no more.
Wow.
Also,
he's known for that shit. Now he's like, that's just over.
So his heartbreak kid days are over.
Even before he retired from the
Remember that joint, yeah?
Heartbreak kid, yeah.
He wasn't bald. Like now he's bald. I'm like,
he had the long hair and all that stuff. Yeah.
He still had the long hair, but it wasn't. You know, sometimes you can even see like the thinning, like the shit's thinning.
Did he put Marty Snetti? What his name? Marty Snetti, I think it was. His partner.
Yeah, as a wrestler, yeah.
Yeah, Marty Snetti. I mean what do they call it? The Rockets? The tag team?
It was something like that. The Rockets, right? That's what their name.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah,
they like the whole like because that was like the '90s theme. Early '90s was like the Pretty Boy Rock Boys with the long hair. That was the look. The mullets, that was the look in the '90s.
Mullets. You say mullets? I swear to God, I think about fucking Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson, bro. That was like the biggest mullet.
He's starting to get bald too. Starting to get a bald head.
Oh man, that's crazy. But I mean, honestly though, there's been actually studies where women are more attracted to bald men who have beards though, because it's like
listen,
more manly.
Let me tell you something. If you got a full head set of hair and you're bald and your beard is gone, fine. But if you bald with no beard and you got a bald beard, it's just over for you, Pop.
Yeah.
If you bald with a beard, then you look fire. But if you bald and you got a patchy beard, it's over for you, bro.
Yeah, no,
you have one or the other. Pop is, it's you just got the look at the door.
It's been studies though. That I mean, actually, like females are more attracted to men who appears more, quote unquote, manly as far as like their appearance, as far as like having a beard, and regardless if they have hair, in the head or whatever. You know what I mean? It's all about that facial hair.
More mannish.
Drake, look at Drake. Drake looks like looks way different without a beard than he does with a beard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Even that dude, what's his the white dude, the white boy that be dancing? He has the big beard.
Who's the white dude? What you talking about?
Like fuck, I forgot the name of him. He's like he dances like he does like the comedy dancing. I forgot his name. But he has if you ever seen him without the beard, he looks totally different, bro.
Oh yeah.
Well, another reference point. Shawn Michaels, the Midnight Rockers.
The Midnight
Rockers, yes. Damn.
That Mark Jannetty.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, the Midnight Rockers.
Yes, the Midnight Rockers, man.
A few years after that, they took off the Midnight. They just called themselves the Rockers.
The Rockers, yeah. Afterwards, yeah.
That's between him and Shawn Michaels, between the two of them, that's what made Shawn Michaels a star.
Yeah.
Because in wrestling, if you ever really notice, when you're a baby face, people hate you. And then when you become a heel, that's when people love you because you turn bad. And then when you go back to being a baby face, that's when you explode. That's what happened with Stone Cold. Stone Cold was a heel before he became a babyface, but he was liked so much because he was such a badass that they didn't know what to call him. And then that happened with The Rock. The Rock was mocking Maivia, smiling and laughing. Ha, ha, ha. People fucking hated Rocky. Then when he came back and went with the Nation of Domination, he started saying, well, The Rock says, know your role and shut your mouth. That's when, and he was a bad guy for a while. Then that's when he exploded because he was so good on the mic, and they let him he was such an asshole.
He was.
Then the Intercontinental feud between The Rock and Stone Cold, bro, that shit propelled him.
You know what's crazy?
Remember that shit when he snuffed Snow Cold off the bridge and he threw the belt? That's a classic. And then like from 97 to like 2001, that was the best time of wrestling, period, bro.
Yeah. So bringing that question though, to your knowledge though, from your perspective, right? Who's the best wrestler? You know.
Yeah, that's how it was. Yo, you just read my mind, man. No wonder. I mean, you're related, bro. Because I was gonna ask you guys the same thing. How about we do this for our listeners and our viewers? All of us, number one wrestler, individual wrestler, and number one tag team. Let's do that.
Okay.
For each of us, in our opinion.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Who wants to take a shot first?
I mean, I'll go first. Favorite wrestler of all time? Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Want to elaborate on that?
Just
elaborate on that.
Like to me, the whole mystique, but the entrance. Like he has the greatest entrance of any wrestler ever. Once you hear that gong, like, and
that was
then
scary
like,
as fuck.
It's just the energy that he brings to like, and it's just this unmatched. Like, there's nobody in wrestling that has a better entrance. Like, he sets the whole stage. The entrance is part of the character. Without the entrance, there is no Undertaker.
Chris Pratt, I have a quick trivia question. What is his first appearance though? His first premiere?
That's a good one.
I remember that shit too. I can't really.
I know, like it was yesterday.
Yo, cause I remember that he wrestled and then, but that was when he looked like a scarecrow. He had like the scarecrow shit. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what was his debut, but I know like his character wasn't supposed to make it.
Survivor Series.
It wasn't supposed to. Survivor Series. There you go. But his character wasn't meant to survive. And he just became one of the greatest ever.
Yeah.
All right.
Greatest tag team.
So, you want to come back to the tag team that we do one that we're doing the individual? We come back.
Do you want to do the individual then do the tag team?
I mean, whatever you guys want to do. This is a 100 episode, man.
I know, right? It's
doing whatever we want, man.
It's a free fall.
We're just enjoying this time right now.
Damn, I think it's hard, man, because I think the best 3 tag teams of all time. We should do factions too. We do factions too. We gotta do factions. We can't just do tag teams. We gotta do factions too. We gotta do staples, as they call them. I think the greatest tag team time was when it was the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardys, man. When they had them ladder matches, the first ladder match, the first TLC, the second TLC, one of the greatest matches you'll ever see, period, bro. The suspense, the crazy shit that Matt Hardy used to do, fucking the 3D through tables, jumping off ladders. Bro, those were the greatest matches ever, bro. And it was crazy because when we get into factions, they actually went and did the TLC remake, and that shit was even crazy too. But I think the great, I just can't choose between the 3 of them. I think it's just, it's just crazy.
Gotcha. That's you're right about that. It's true.
Remember that shit, Jay? You remember, bro? That shit had you in that shit captured you. Like wrestling now doesn't. It's the matches, they don't capture you. They don't tell the story like they used to.
Right.
Like used to be, they're like, yo, that shit crazy. What? And then like, the near falls, the way they did it, bro. Wrestling before, like, I think wrestling, once Stone Cold left and then The Rock left shortly after, that's when wrestling just fell apart. It wasn't as good. It got brought back a little bit after for a time, but it was never the same.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know what's crazy? I mean, as you say it right now, honestly, shout outs to Vince McMahon, though, because he definitely changed the whole game about pro wrestling, of trying to, create characters. Because, I mean, honestly, I'll be real with you guys. I really thought wrestling was for real. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. Like, I mean, until I saw the documentary Beyond the Mat, and I was, like, so disappointed by it, you know what I'm saying? But actually, at one time, I thought it was fucking real,
Well, he was Stone Cold. Steve Austin actually really did get into beef with Vince, though. He really told Vince sometimes, like, "Yo, eat a dick."
Yeah, for sure. And Bret Hart. Bret Hart was one of the. Yeah, that was true. Absolutely, man. But I mean, to give you guys my my favorite wrestler, it's hard though, man. It's hard. I mean, I gotta really boil down to 3 wrestlers right now. I mean, the first one to me obviously would be Hulk Hogan, for the simple fact that my mom's recognized him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be sick, and she's like, take this vitamin, like Hulk Hogan. And it was just so mind-boggling that she would know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it will mess me up. You know what I'm saying? Sting. Sting was definitely a wrestler. Like, I'm like, it was crazy with him, man. Like, the whole makeup and the hair, in the face, I'm sorry. Him coming fucking from all the way to the top angle and just strolling down, you know what I mean? Like, into the ring. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. And I can never forget Cactus Jack, a.k.a. Mankind, which definitely was like the biggest stunt guy. Like, this guy would like take so much sacrifices, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. So I can't really pick my favorite. I can't. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard. Like, and Bret Hart too. Bret Hart also. I can't, put him out and can negate him as well. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's borderline with all those wrestlers. It's borderline with them.
Remember the Monday Night Wars?
Oh yeah, Monday Night Wars.
Used to turn on WWF at the time. It was called WWF. Used to turn
on
that, and then when it was commercial break, you'll go to WCW, watch WCW till they went on commercial break.
It was a competition with them. Yeah. Absolutely. It was a back and forth with them, man.
I watched more.
God damn, did you say that? No, sorry. You know what? God damn. Thank you, Chris Ryder. You just you really got me back. Ric Flair. How I forgot about Ric Flair? Ric Flair, honestly, man, this guy was so flamboyant.
No.
Woo! Yeah, man, bro.
You can't
forget. It's just hard to pick my favorite wrestler.
The greatest wrestler of all time.
I can't do it, man.
So, you know who started going to Workers, though? Was fucking Randy Savage, bro. It's the cream.
Yeah. Without the percent.
Go to the sky.
Yo, I had an ultimate crush on Queen Elizabeth. I mean, what was her name? Queen Elizabeth? That was her name, I think? His wife or his girlfriend?
Promos in the 80s.
Well, I had the ultimate crush on her, bro. I used to love her, like, yo.
How about your tag team, John Tavar?
Oh, tag team? Okay.
It's 9 o'clock.
It'll be
Yo, whose fucking laptop does that every week? Every podcast.
Know, right? You gotta beat it out.
You guys can hear that?
You gotta beat it out. But I mean, going back to your question though.
It's 9 o'clock. Jason, it's 9 o'clock.
Man, random, right? Like,
John Tavar, you better hurry up. You got 1 minute, brother. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah. But
you guys couldn't hear that shit. My bad.
A time bomb or some shit.
I thought you guys couldn't hear that shit. My bad.
It sounds like a ticking time bomb. You got 10 seconds of self-destruction. Turn.
All right. The countdown begins. Going back on saying though, it will be the Legion of Doom, or aka the Revolution Man, or the Steiner Brothers.
You beat me to it, man, with the Legion of Doom. That's my favorite.
You know what I'm saying? And by the way, the Legion of Doom, both of them actually passed away.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Animal and Hawk. They actually, Hawk, I think, was like 4 years ago, and Animal passed away this year. Yeah. But to me, they were so exciting to watch. Very exciting to watch, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And the Steiner Brothers definitely, for sure, though, too. I can't knock that, too.
I'm gonna ask you guys something since you guys are old school. Who were the Mega Powers? You gotta know this.
Who?
You don't know who the Mega Powers were?
The Mega Powers?
The Mega Powers.
The Powers of Pain, you mean?
No, it was the Mega Powers. It was Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan.
Oh, but they were very temporary, though. They were very temporary.
When they were attacking, they were called the Mega Powers.
Yeah, but they're like very temporary. They didn't last that long. That's why they're probably not considered like an official tag team. But all right, my turn, guys. My favorite wrestler of all time. I do have a list of my top favorite wrestlers, just like John Tavar did. But I would say distinctively, my best number one greatest wrestler for me was the Ultimate Warrior, man. When that guy came in, bro, you talk about the Undertaker's entrance, that shit was scary as fuck and it's epic. But Ultimate Warrior, he would give you an adrenaline rush, man. When he would run in from backstage, bro, they would record him like just running in from all the way from the streets sometimes, right? From the middle of the fucking highway in Stamford, Connecticut. He's fucking running in to the fucking stage. Dun, 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 ah! And he's fucking just going crazy.
It was
Fucking shaking the ring.
They wrestled so long, man. It was like
Yeah,
such a
and the thing is, the Ultimate Warrior was like, he gave people like I don't know. He gave people like that adrenaline rush. It gave people like faith, like that he was like the fucking best ever. Like this guy beat Hulk Hogan, bro. He beat Macho Man. He beat the best wrestler. So he was champion at one time. I remember this one time I was watching it was WrestleMania, and it was Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan, and Ultimate Warrior was the underdog, obviously, because Hulk Hogan is probably the top 5 most famous.
Well, I mean, no.
Right?
Okay.
And he beat him, and I was like, wow, man, fucking Ultimate Warrior. It's just the energy that he brought to the ring, man. He would just come in running and shit from outside and shake the whole ring, and he just running around like a fucking, like he was high on coke or some shit. What the fuck?
Oh, he was. So he probably was.
They were all
He actually-
on coke, bro. They all were on coke, bro.
Yeah, they all did. Yeah.
Actually,
There was an influence behind that, though. Yeah, for sure.
when Macho Man Randy Savage passed away, he was actually with his wife. They were driving. He had a heart attack while driving.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Warrior actually came out on like he had a PSA announcement to make. He said that the reason why the Macho Man had a heart condition was because him and Hulk Hogan just sniffed so much cocaine. So he was blaming Hulk Hogan for it. He was blaming Hulk Hogan for like introducing Macho Man to like that crazy binge cocaine life. I don't know if you guys remember that he came out like on the news and a whole bunch of like platforms talking about Hulk Hogan being the one that was responsible for Macho Man's like cocaine addiction. But yeah, he went at Hulk Hogan, man, even after, on a non-professional level, after wrestling, like when that shit happened on the Macho Man, he solely blamed Hulk Hogan for it. And I like, at first it looked like it was a clout thing, but for what? If they weren't even doing anything at that time, why would he need clout? So I think there was a lot of merit behind his disgust with Hulk Hogan. Him and Hulk Hogan always had like a little rivalry going on anyway. But yeah. And since John Tavar stole my tag team of all times, I'm gonna go with another one that was on my list number 2. Well, individual ones, I would say this. My favorite was Ultimate Warrior all around. It was my favorite wrestler. I would say Macho Man is up there. Hulk Hogan. The Rock, just because of his antics. I love The Rock because the way that he just says like funny shit. I'm telling you, The Rock is probably one of the most funniest like wrestlers when it comes to like basically edging you on. Like he knows how to shit talk. He says crazy shit.
There was only 2 wrestlers who actually like could hold the
Ric
Rock.
Flair and him. Ric Flair and him.
It was Stone Cold and it was Chris Jericho that used to fuck with Rock, and Rock couldn't get him all the time.
Wow, Chris Jericho, yeah.
Chris Jericho used to get The Rock sometimes.
Yeah, remember that.
So
Damn,
I remember
bro.
one time they went at it, the 2 of them, and Chris Jericho actually got him like real bad, and Rock was tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say the top 3 shit talkers ever in wrestling is Ric Flair, The Rock, and Macho Man. They could talk shit all day, bro. They could talk shit.
Especially Macho Man. Yeah.
And you gotta put Stone Cold up there, bro. Stone Cold was
he would talk shit too. He would talk shit too, but he was like more serious about his shit talking. These niggas were like extremely funny. Like The Rock says crazy shit. Like Yeah, Ric Flair. Woo! I'm the fastest, most best wrestler ever. Like
Yo,
look at my shoes. My shoes are worth more than your whole wardrobe.
Boy,
You guys
man.
ever hear the story about when he survived his plane crash or something like that? Like they used that in his promos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I
know
can't
about
be
that.
killed. I can't be. I'm unstoppable. I survived the plane crash.
Yeah.
And we're still here.
He's like, I got a limo full of beautiful women waiting for me outside. My shoes are worth more than your whole apartment.
Yo, he was very flamboyant though, man. Like he was like, he was flash. He was definitely
Hold on.
flash.
I gotta
man.
find
Like,
that fucking Randy Savage promo when he was like, "It's the cream of the crop."
The cream of the crop.
Oh, yeah,
I actually posted it not too long ago on my Instagram.
When he said that, no, he said the cream of the crop.
Yeah, I actually posted that cream of the crop thing on my Instagram.
Yo, what was
few weeks ago.
what was that announcer? The famous one, Matt something.
Yeah, he was epic, man. He was around.
Gene Ogerman, I think his name was. Was it Gene Ogerman?
who's
He
that?
used to fucking
Ogerman.
antagonize that dude all the time. All the time.
The
Savage antagonized.
the one that used to take the interviews from the wrestlers. The one with the little goatee. You remember him?
Who's that? Who's that?
Mean Gene, I think his name.
Lean Gene. There you go, Lean Gene.
Oh yeah.
He was
Sure,
he was like the host and shit. Like he was like
He was like the
Interview
announcer,
me.
like the host
It's
announcer.
crazy. We're talking about wrestling right now, man. Like, it was crazy as you say these guys right now. Like again though, man. I thought it was real.
yeah.
Oh
As a kid though, growing up, man, I didn't know any better. You know what I'm
So-
saying? But it was very entertaining though. Very
My favorite
entertaining.
tag team of all time. Because I was gonna go with the Legion of Doom, but John Tavares said that already.
No, but go ahead. You can say
I'm gonna say that the Legion of Doom is like my top 3. Then I got the Militiamen, but my favorite one of all time is the Bushwhackers.
Oh my god.
Remember them?
Yo.
Fucking fucking out.
Yo,
Come
man,
in fucking
Matches I've
like two
ever
fucking
seen.
retards.
Crazy.
Stone Cold fought them.
Yeah.
This was like when Stone Cold first, like he was, this was like around 3-6 when he gave the 316. I think it was like right after he gave the famous promo that he dropped the 316. He fought the Bushwhackers, bro. He beat both of them up. That shit was the funniest match I ever seen. It was you remember In the House? It used to be In Your House.
That's
all the
crazy,
previews? It used to be Survivor Series, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and then it was In Your House was the rest of them. Before they started.
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble, yeah, Royal Rumble. There was 4 big ones, and then it was because it was like every quarter you would have a big one in every quarter.
Yeah.
So you think about first quarter was Royal Rumble, the second quarter was
Man, bro, like this guy.
third quarter was SummerSlam, and the fourth quarter was Survivor.
Crazy how you fucking able to actually manage that, and actually make us believe like it was real and shit. Like, like it's crazy though, man. Listen, man. You know what I mean? Give credit when it's due, but you know what I mean. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous though. I mean, now as you get older, right? You understand, like, yo, god damn, I'm fucking like believing in this shit, like it was actually real and shit.
Man,
But
you
it wasn't.
still watch that shit
You know,
now as a 30, whatever our age you guys are. Like you still see that shit, and you still feel like you did when you were 10 years old.
I mean, yeah.
It was over.
But I don't think wrestling has the same impact as the same way that had us as growing up. Even with me.
I got back into wrestling like 2009, 10, and that was when wrestling got good again. You had Daniel Bryan, you had that was when John Cena was like at the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
But you had Daniel Bryan, you had John Cena, you had CM Punk, wrestling, and then you had the Shield. When the Shield was there, the staple. Let's talk about staples now. The Shield is one of the best staples ever because they really had wrestling. They really brought wrestling back for a little bit. They were 3 guys who were indie guys who came together.
So do you want to say that wrestling's not dying? I mean, I think it is.
No. I'm saying they brought it back for a little bit. Like they brought
it back a little bit.
Like it was I'm naming guys that were like, the Shield, CM Punk, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, like, Team Hell No, like, they really, they really brought that level back. to where it was interesting again. And then the Shield were unique because they would come through the crowd and they were like military mercenaries and they would fuck everybody up all the time. But you know, Staples, and you can't forget about NWO.
New World Order. Remember that? Yo, I was always trying to get that T-shirt. Remember that?
Yo,
that was the first time Hulk Hogan became the bad guy, quote unquote.
Yeah, NWO, and then you had the red and black NWO. And you had the red and black against the regular one. You had Sting, you had Rey Mysterio.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
I got a clip here that I want you guys to hear. Real quick clip. Real quick clip, guys.
Let's be realistic for a minute. Am I cooking, huh? Let me take a look at this, huh? Is this what's happening in professional wrestling, huh?
Very cocky. A lot of charisma.
The most well-known, the best-looking, the best-dressed, custom-made clothes, gold around my neck, Rolex watch around my wrist. My shoes cost more than your house. Drive a Lincoln Continental, a Mercedes, a Rolls, own a Corvette, live in the biggest house on the biggest side of town, jet airplanes, and I got a limousine sitting out there a mile long with 25 women just dying for me to go. Woo!
That, ladies and gentlemen, was Ric Flair, man.
Oh,
yo, that guy can talk shit, bro.
Yo, no, you gotta put Randy Savage's fucking.
Randy Savage, the cop.
Bro.
Yo, Ric Flair, how he said, my shoe is worth more than your whole house. I got a limousine outside full of beautiful women waiting for me.
Word. Listen, Ric Flair is so impeccable that Pusha T made a record off his name.
Yeah.
Ric Flair.
Bad Bunny.
That's how much impact he had and shit. You know
Bad Bunny. Let's talk about Bad Bunny the most.
Bad Bunny, that video, yeah. Chambela.
Yeah. He was in the video, actually. Ric Flair, he got
in the video, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just shows the impact of these, these, pro wrestlers.
Fucking Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, these guys, like popular. And it's crazy because Ric Flair wasn't in the WWE until like the 2000. He was that big of a star. Like he wasn't even in the biggest wrestling until like the late.
I used to look up to Ric Flair. So just knowing him, the way he dressed, his persona, the way he talked, bro. I was just so intrigued by that.
He was in a lot of like low level productions, and then he went to WCW.
It was just different. It was just different, though. I mean, he'll come up dressed up with a student tie, you know what I mean, with the shoes on and everything, bro. Like he was just different from every wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So that's what actually made me really, recognize him more.
Yeah, man, definitely. We gotta watch him, man. Right here.
He's really good friends with Triple H too. They're really.
Oh yeah.
The Macho Man Randy Savage is not happy, unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in. Outside interference, yeah, I'm living in a nightmare. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah. I am the cream. Yeah, let me say it, yeah. Let me say it out loud. The cream of the crop. I am the cream. I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop! I'm on my way. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. Nobody does it better.
There you have it.
Yo,
Macho Randy Savage, baby.
Yo, listen.
Before his time, bro.
Crazy, man. That's insane.
Yo, it's insane. Listen, Vince McMahon, though, he did it. I don't know how he did it, but he did it to really establish a business of creating characters and actually joining us right now to have actually this conversation right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where we're talking about these characters, which they actually are, though. They're actually fictional characters, right? Because, pro wrestling, obviously, it's not real. But to create these fictional characters, but actually have us draw into this thing and believe it in, and actually, having us, tune in weekly to see this. My God, man, I gotta applaud. Vince McMahon, bro. Like he's crazy though. The way he was able to actually do this was crazy. It's crazy.
It was NWA that Ric Flair was big time in for the 80s. It was, and it wasn't even a part. And he was in WWE for 3 years. Then he went back to WCW. But he really made his career he was like really big in WCW and NWA. That was where he was, and they weren't even the biggest promotion at the time. He was that large of a life character.
Nah, for sure though, man. But I mean, they went, you know what I mean, into broadcast channels, right? Because I mean, running that Raw was with USA Network, I believe, or no?
Yeah, USA, yeah.
But
you know who really brought
SmackDown Thursday was Fox 5
was on Channel 9, then it went to
UPN. Okay, got you.
But Stone Cold and The Rock were the ones who brought. It was mainly Stone Cold that he brought, because remember, wrestling, WWE was very popular in the 80s. Then it died in the 90s when Hulk Hogan left. And it was like kind of like whack for a while. And then like 95, that's when Stone Cold came out and he started like blazing everything.
Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm.
Then that popularity like went up. And then WCW had NWO. So WWE had to come out with the Attitude Era, which was started by Stone Cold, and then that's when D-Generation X came out. Remember DX?
Oh yeah, DX.
You know, original. It was the original guy.
Remember that, man. That was crazy, yo. That's crazy. It's crazy.
They really.
Well, I mean, listen, man. I don't want to get too much. Pro wrestling definitely has made a major impact. You know what I mean? In many of our lives, as far as like people that actually grew up in our era. You know what I'm saying? But you know, again, though, basic man. Honestly, this guy, he did it. And, like, he actually did it. I mean, it's just like it's just like this guy's a fucking billionaire, right? Of doing this right now. You know, I mean, although wrestling, I don't think is the way it is as it was at one time. But at the same time, it still has impact. You know what I'm saying? It's influenced. I mean, obviously, we're talking about it right now. You know, but yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. Yo, man, it's crazy, bro.
It's about having that larger than life like characters. Like you gotta have like those that are bigger than the sport. You know, and that's why wrestling was so popular during that time, was because you had.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It was larger than life characters.
Yeah, so, absolutely. I mean, I can't disagree with you with that. You know what I'm saying? But man, I mean, you got me thinking about like the history of pro wrestling, because man, bro, like I really was into it though, man. I was into like pro wrestling. You know, like you said earlier about Undertaker being your favorite wrestler. You know, like he was scary to watch. He was scary to watch. Like I felt for his opponent. That's how scary he was. Like I felt for his opponent. Like yo, like you about to get dropped. Like he's about to drop you right now. Like I felt for him. You know what I'm saying? But again though, it goes with it. It just go with the whole psychology though. When it comes to like how we look at certain things. And it has an impact as far as how we view certain things, our perception. And I mean, pro wrestling at that particular moment definitely had a strong influence, you know what I'm saying, on us. You know what I'm saying? So again, though, I mean, Vince McMahon, this guy did a terrific job, man. Terrific job, bro. Like, of really trying to orchestrate certain things and building characters, you know, and I mean, making it fictional, but making us feel, when we look at it, it's non-fiction. You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy. I definitely respect that from Vince McMahon.
Yeah, man, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, it's so crazy that you even used to try to duplicate the wrestling moves on your friends and your little brothers. You would see on TV. You would try to do that. You were like, come over here.
Jake Roberts.
Them almost
this is all that shit was Sandy, yes. Your little brother, all the time, bro. The
Yo, you know how much furniture we broke in my house doing shit like that? My mom used to get tight. She said, I can't keep buying furniture. You guys keep destroying it, bro. I spared Tim one time and like the bed we had like bent. Like we destroyed like a lot of shit, just wrestling. Fucking, we would have like the regular
experimenting, right?
You ever got the aluminum pans and you use them as chairs? Because they made the noise. They were loud, so you used to go.
Wow, man, listen, bro.
Yo,
it's crazy.
man, it's crazy how much of an impact that stuff had on us. But yo, listen, guys. Now so we could dive into our favorite episodes of Dinner at the Round Table podcast.
Let's go.
Like I have one already lined up, just because I thought that what was said at that particular moment in that episode was so hilarious to me, and I've got a lot of good feedback on it. It's like man funny. But let's get into it. What do you think was your favorite episode, John Tavar, of the 100th episodes that we've had? What's been your favorite episode?
I think our first episode.
Huh?
Our first episode.
Oh, our first episode was epic. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For simple fact, it was just like a growing process, though, man. First of all, I was nervous as fuck. Like, I was nervous. Again, I don't curse as much, but I mean, I just had to be more explicit. But yeah, our first episode was definitely our favorite for me because that was what taught me. You know what I'm saying? That actually, like, wow, I'm actually doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? And it was the evolution of hip hop. And that episode definitely, like, you know what I mean? Like, I learned so much from that.
Was that our first episode? You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so. Oh, no.
I thought it was with Lorena, the Republic, the Latina Republican, no?
Donald J. Trump episode?
Yeah, I think that was the first one. The evolution. Evolution of hip hop was the second episode.
Okay, David. You know what's crazy about it? I get it.
Our first episode.
Yeah, she invited him to come over for the next episode.
Yeah,
to have our second episode. I remember that. Yeah, I get it.
Evolution of hip hop was our second episode. We're talking about talking about being nervous. Our first episode, which was with the Latina Republican Lorena, Donald J. Trump. So we spoke about Donald J. Trump. That was crazy because Lorena, the Republican, she's very like hardcore Donald Trump fan, right? And if Chris, that's Danny's girl. She's very obsessed with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Not upset. She's obsessed with like his ideologies, but she also likes him as a person, right? And like James was saying, we were so nervous. If you go back, this is how you know how nervous and how much of rookies we were, right? At that time, you go back and you listen to it. The audio quality is fucking horrible.
Yeah,
it's very echoey. You can't hardly hear us. There's loud ass music in the background, but you can hear a little bit of our voices. But that's how much of amateurs we were. In our first episode, Donald J. Trump, and just like John Tawar was saying, we were like just that first experience for Dinner at the Round Table podcast. It was like, okay, we're in the learning process. Then we did the second episode, Evolution of Hip Hop, and then even in that episode, the sound quality is horrible. But you can tell we never wanted to erase them from our podcast.
Catalog,
the catalog, because that just goes to show you, like, people can go back and be like, wow, this guy started super trash, and look how they turned, right?
Right about that. It's true though, man. I mean, honestly, as you say that right now, the episode definitely was like, I mean, as far as like the sound quality definitely was like, I mean, listen, bro, going back into like, yo, shoot, like, I can't believe, like,
that's how you're learning, bro. That was like our learning curve.
You're right about that. But you're right about that. But I'll say this though, at the same time though, going back with the episode of Donald J. Trump, right? I know we had a lot to speak with though. I mean, I think we was definitely, we had a lot of informative things to say, but because of the quality, we definitely interrupted that. You know what I'm saying? Where it got in the way of that. But at the same time, though, we were still growing, though. So we was able to actually, pick up on that mistake and, develop from that. So, imagine us now, right now. Like, what are we doing right now? You know, we do this like remotely right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, A&L has been taking over as far as like the sound quality, making sure that everything is intact with the video. And bro, like, I mean, listen, man, we came a long way, man. We came a long way, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, when you actually go back to the essence of how we started and where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Man. So applause to the A&L, man.
Do you remember the first episode that Chris Ryder came on? Chris Ryder, you remember what was the name of the episode?
Big Business.
Big Business, I think, right?
Yeah, man. We went at it right away, man. We went at it right away with the NFL talk, man. We was going at it.
Yeah, because I said that Drew Brees was the greatest quarterback, better than Tom Brady, and
that was our first sparring match, bro. Man, you right away.
Remember that? Yeah, 1,000% though, man. Definitely, man. You guys went at it though, man. You guys went at it. But I mean, listen, it's great to have that, you know, that healthy back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because again, though, I mean, listen, it's all about, you know, respecting each other's perspectives on certain things. Yeah. You know, but I mean, it's crazy though, man. But listen, we came a long way, man. We came a long way, bro.
A lot of fans and listeners and viewers be like, yo, those fucking battles between you and Chris Ryder, shit's that epic. Like they know about us going back and forth. Like our sparring matches are epic. People like, yo, man, I heard you and Chris Ryder, y'all were going at it, man. That shit was fire.
Yeah. For sure.
Yo, when Chris Ryder started bringing in Donald J. Trump, Agent Orange, epic. You haven't done it in a while, but Agent Orange, we only have we have two characters on the show. He's the most famous one. Yeah. We have Agent Orange and Chichong and Chichin Chichong, right? Chichong. So I mean, but that Agent Orange, man, he killed in a lot of episodes, bro. A lot of episodes.
The greatest thing about that was when I would catch the guests off guard with that shit.
Yep.
ARG, the label, they were probably the funniest ones. Like they were just dying laughing. And then Melanie Bands too. She was loving that shit too, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's caught off guard though. Like she didn't expect that.
No, she was like,
she was like, hell no, get out of here, man. She was like, let's go to Mar-a-Lago.
Swerve too. Swerve.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, Swerve was like, hell no, man, get out of here, what I said. She was
episode.
Like, listen, I got this clip right here from an episode that's a lot of listeners and a lot of viewers from my side that I've talked to, they love this particular part of this particular episode. This episode right here with Melanie Band's sexuality.
Yeah,
you
know what I'm saying? But I mean, going back to the main topic though, I mean, how would you define sexuality though? Like, I mean, in your words.
How would I define sexuality?
Yeah.
We took you back to school, man.
She's like,
yeah, you too. Yeah, she's so funny.
Whatever. Sexuality is who you are. It depends.
No, you're right. Okay.
It depends on who you are. Like, because you feel me. I'm straight, but I like bitches. So,
yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, you could be heterosexual, but then you find people of the same sex.
You can appreciate a woman.
Yeah,
you can appreciate it.
I be kissing bitches, but that don't mean I'm gay.
Yeah, exactly. Like you be like, you could be like, oh, she's an attractive female. Like, okay, but I like,
Yeah.
I like the eggplant emoji. I don't like the peach.
You feel me?
Like that, yeah.
Chris Ryder's face like, what the hell you just said?
You was thinking about eggplant?
No, this is why.
By the way, it's banned though. They actually banned that emoji.
But
yeah, it's still on the WhatsApp. Yeah, you see the eggplant, the purple.
You was
eggplant?
looking for it. You was looking for it. He was like, oh,
yo, guys, man, I think that shit was epic. Like, I get a lot of good fucking feedback. Particular clip.
Emoji comment was crazy, yo.
Now had a lot of random ass fucking comments on this show, bro.
Yeah. I think I'm like the most randomest one out of all of us. Like, I just come up with crazy shit out of nowhere. I mean, you gotta be spontaneous.
That was probably one of the greatest. I think it was who was it? It was He said the Jesus poke. That shit
Oh, the Jesus poke.
He was like, Jesus gonna poke you. I'm like, what?
Yo, but yo, you know who makes it like who makes it like even greater when things like that are said? It's fucking John Tavares like unforgettable laugh. Like John Tavares laughs, bro, and everybody else wants to laugh because his laugh is so contagious. He's like, yo, he's like fucking going crazy and shit.
Man, you're right about that though. I actually got that a lot though too though.
Contagious laugh.
My peers though, they told me that same thing though. You're right about that. But it's crazy though, man. Actually, I have these conversations though. You know what I mean? Honestly, but that's what makes. I mean, here at the Round Table podcast, as far as like asking those kind of questions though. You know what I'm saying? Where, like I mean, having her, like I felt a certain energy though. I really did though. But I was able to challenge that though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't afraid of it. And, I felt like she didn't like me like that. You know what I mean? At that moment, whatever.
Like when the episode dragged on, because I guess you felt like you were kind of like attacking her a little bit. Like you were being
I was.
So she, and then she was the type of chick that she wasn't going to hold back her feelings. She wasn't going to just be
right. She gonna
come
back. I respect that 100%. I respect that 100%.
But as the episode, like it went on, and she realized that you was just being you. You wasn't attacking her, and there was no malice behind it. That's when she started to ease out. And I think me and Nell, we really made her more comfortable.
Yeah,
because when we started like doing.
I agree.
The episode, she was 100%. Like, but she went at your head though a little bit.
She did. She did. You know what I'm saying? It's all good though. I mean, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But you're right about that. I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
Some shit like that. Like she was going at it was good.
No, it was great though. It was great though, man. I mean, again though, I mean, having that conversation about sexuality definitely made a, like that's a really, overall, it's an impactful topic, right? I mean, it is. I mean, especially today, though, right now. I mean, the way, society is right now. So, like, I wasn't budging, bro. I wasn't budging. You know what I'm saying? I had to be
that was a good dynamic. That was a good dynamic.
But listen, you have to have, like, like some sort of tenacity to deal with that type of situation because not every guest is going to be accommodating to all, you know what I mean? Like, not every guest is going to, like, feel the vibes. And for the most part, we've been very fortunate that every guest that comes on, they love us.
That's the greatest everybody all the time.
There's been a couple of guests where we had like a little like on-show feud with like ideologies, but we never really clashed to anybody if you really think about it. So the fact that John Tavares held his ground that day with Milani Bands, and she noticed that he was just like, a genuine person. That shit was great. That just showed your professionalism as a broadcaster. To tell you the truth. Sorry.
Yeah.
Kudos to John Tavares, brother, for holding it down.
I appreciate that. You're right about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to kind of piggyback on what you're saying right now, you're right about that. But I mean, it's the whole point of having this podcast, though. You know what I'm saying? Of having these topics. And let's just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, to each their own as far as like their own perspective. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, again, though, that's the whole point of actually having us, having us right now as a podcast show. You know what I'm saying? So, again, though, you know what I mean? Like,
I felt that was like the pivotal point where John Tavares is really like a broadcaster now. Like, he knows how to keep his composure. Because she was coming at you, bro. And you could have broke. You could have broke, and you was like, you know what? You was professional because this is what you're doing, right? So you can't feed into the guests. You can't feed into the guest their personality. You got to stick to the professionalism and continue to interview. You can't just fall into what they're trying to do, right? And right there, that was shit. John Tavares, he's officially a broadcaster, man. He held it down because you basically made her like change her whole perception of you, and You stood your ground. You continue to ask the hard questions. You continue to interview her like normal, and and I was like, wow, that showed like the professionalism in you.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was probably one of the hardest people to interview because
definitely.
She came around, but because of the fact her personality is like, she's from the Bronx, a nice looking chick. She can rap. She thinks she got to go. She has it going on.
100%.
But shout out to Milani Barnes, man, for putting John Tavar on the radar. Oh man, but yeah, talking about that, one of my favorite Agent Orange skits was this because Chris Ryder just goes in, man. Like he was like really like into the character.
I was all off the top of the head, man. That shit was never rehearsed.
Yeah.
They're lessening things for them to do.
Yeah, like the extracurricular activities that keep them out the street. Yeah, that's great, man. So you're not a Trump fan at all, then? You think
Really?
You think Donald Trump should get more involved in like the local communities?
This guy, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yo, right there. You see what she just said? Like when John was like, oh, like really? And then he was like, oh, this guy. That's what she was going coming at you, Jay.
Yeah,
that's the part she was coming at you, bro.
Yo,
fucking Agent Orange saved your ass right there too.
when I say really, because we got a special guest coming right now, and he got something to say right now.
Yeah. Welcome to the Net the Roundtable podcast. We have the president of the building,
guys,
Agent Orange.
It's been 2 weeks since I've been here. There's lots been going on. It's over for me, guys. It's over.
It's over for you, right?
It's over, guys. They're laying the groundwork for the impeachment.
Oh my God!
But I had to come here, and be graced by what's her name again? Milani Bands. Remember, I got a whole limousine full of bands.
Do you?
Yes. I got a lot of bands.
Get him out of here.
But why? Why you let me go? I'm the Donald, man. I just came over here. I'm Agent Orange. I come here about every other week, and I came in here on my Air Force 2.
An Air Force 2.
Kanye's my brother. He's my brother. He's in the White House with me. He chills. We watch unnecessary stuff on the TV.
I'm sure I do.
But I wanted to go to the Mar-a-Lago. I wanted you to join me in one of my suites for free. I get paid by the government to go there and my own stuff.
That's good for you.
It's good for me, but why? Why are you not a fan of me? Why?
Yo, get him out of here.
I'm a fan of yours. I heard the song Tetris because I always hear the songs when I'm coming over here. I got a special Air Force A3 tucked in the corner. But guys, it's over for me. It's over. It might be over.
So the Trumpster is a fan of your music, brother.
He's a fan of your music. Why are you a fan of him?
I am though, but you're offending me.
Support choose.
Why? You know what? I'm here right now.
She's gonna show you what Fordham is about.
You gotta tell me how you feel.
I got you. Look, I'm gonna come with you. Wherever you want me to go.
Come on.
As soon as you let all the kids see their moms and dads and shit.
You know what? I'm gonna say it here at the Roundtable podcast because Milani Bands, if she can put a band, I will let every single mother and child see each other.
Yo.
That's the show business person.
She's gotta have the bands because I have a lot of them. I have so many bands.
Yo, that shit right there was epic, bro. Oh my God.
Yo, I just didn't realize that I went at her hard, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I went at her
crazy, bro.
Yo,
I went at her hard, bro.
You know what it was? I think Milani Bands, like overall, generally, like I know her, like I've chilled with her. Aside from that, she's a great person. She was kind of under the weather too. She was like feeling. She was just coming off of a cold. She had like something wrong with her voice box because she had a cold, and she wasn't even comfortable at the very beginning. She told me, I don't feel that comfortable because I got a raspy voice because I just came off of a cold. I had a cold. Yeah. I was sick, recently. So I think that was part of her, attitude too, because she was still like going off of like whatever virus she had before she came on the show, right?
She was actually really good. She was actually one of my favorite, guests that we had on here. Honestly, she was like really dope. It brought a nice little combative, like playful, like.
Well, we all know who your favorite guest is. Stop it, Chris. Give me cash.
Let's get into it now. Hold on, what's going on right now? Let's not get into it.
Actually, you know what was my favorite episode? I don't think we ever laughed more harder was with Titon. When Titon came to the show.
Titon definitely.
You know why? Because
absolutely.
Chris seen the way that me and Titon go at each other, right?
That shit was.
And because it was his first time on the show, I let him rock, right?
Yo.
And Chris Ryder, that finally somebody came and fucking got now. Because I'm always the one like hitting jabs, and finally somebody jabbed at me, right?
Yeah, and then
That's Chris Ryder was on it.
Then I got back at Nelson after a while, so now we he jokes about me being a butcher. I joke about me cutting them up into nice little pieces.
I started, yeah.
You know, but that episode, it was just overall episode was just hilarious. Like it's one of the better episodes we had.
Yo, I remember listening to that episode like 20 times, and all you heard was Chris. Yo, he got you, man. Yo, Nelson just admitted he don't got you. Like he was so hyped that somebody finally got me, right? Because it's like if you have a bully at school. And another bully comes and fucks that bully up.
Fucked up, man.
Like, yes, like finally somebody kicked my bully's ass. That's how Chris Ryder felt. Like I should kept on playing in my head like Chris Ryder. Yeah, man.
Fucking
so crazy, bro. So what?
Man,
what,
crazy. But you go.
What was your favorite episode, John Tavares?
Listen.
I mean, you said the first one.
Episodes, honestly, though, but I mean, with that Titon episode, definitely. Was very epic though, very epic. And I'm shout out to Titon though, man. Like he's a real dude. Like he's actually a real dude, a real solid dude. You know what I'm saying? And again though, I mean, honestly, you know, like you guys know about his background. This dude actually did a lot of things. You know, like he's really about that life. He's really about that life. You know what I'm saying? But he's really still a humble dude at the same time though. You know what I'm saying? So I really respect that from him.
Yeah.
Really respect that from him. I mean, who came to my thing, to our studio, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he was cool, you know what I mean? Like, you know, straightforward and had that energy, though, at the same time, though. So shout out to Titon, though, for real, though. I mean, shout out to Nell to actually introduce me to Titon, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I actually knew him since, what?
Like 2006.
Yeah, right about that.
When you was managing, when John Toro was heavy in the music game, he was managing Story.
Yeah.
Artist,
right about that.
You came to the studio.
God damn, bro.
Me and Titon had a recording studio in the Bronx. And we was going to do a collab with an artist named Sicario that we was managing at the time. And John Toro brought Story, that's when you met him. Yeah, man. But listen, man, the most ruthless guys, man, the most like real like gangsters are humble, bro. Like, you know, that's why a lot of people like all those loudmouth dudes that are just running around doing crazy shit. Yeah, you know, at the end of the, you know, some of them are gangster, but most of the time the humblest person is the most gangster. The most gangster.
Yeah. I mean, what did Biggie say though? Biggie said though, gangsters move in silence.
Exactly.
That's what Biggie says though. Like, that's real talk though, bro.
You know, man.
Gangsters move in silence.
Some dudes who, you know, real dudes, and they just fucking greatest dudes ever, man. You would never, it's just dope, bro. Dope dudes.
Yeah, free Titon, man. Free Titon. He's about to come home soon, so we'll see him soon. Man. We don't have him on the podcast when he comes back on.
Hell yeah.
Show.
Talk some shit.
Dope. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, man. So, but, yeah, man. So, I mean, my favorite episode of all time was definitely, I would say, Social Injustice with the Money Hunters and Black Patrol and the Postman. Yeah. That shit was funny as fuck. Like me and what's the dude's name? I forget his name again. One of our guests. Me and him went at it, man. But it was like some genuine like street code, like gangster stuff. You know what I'm saying? That we knew that it was all for clout. You know what I mean? That we were like we was going at each other for real, but we knew that it wasn't personal. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. That guy, man.
Crazy, as you say it though, you're right about that because honestly though, it got a little bit intense though. I mean, you put the energy, you know what I mean, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you guys definitely, you know, kept your composure. But yeah, I mean, just the topic itself though, social injustice. that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, again, though, I mean, this is why we actually started this whole podcast, right? To actually talk about relevant things that's the impact on our daily lives, though, man.
That episode was a fucking marathon. Oh my god! If that shit would have went 4 or 5 hours, bro. Would have went 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. Without a doubt, man. But again, though, I mean, honestly,
It was also the episode, Jay, when you said that blasphemous thing about Eminem, and then we all attacked.
That was epic. That was epic.
You said that shit about Eminem, everybody went down your throat.
Everybody looked at you. Everybody ripped you that day. Man. He was bugging out.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I hear you, though.
You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, I was like, Jay, you know what? That's the truth. Go outside right now in the hood. Do a survey and see how many. If you get it back and it's like, you know, more than 50% people don't fuck with him then from the hood. But he went down his throat on that one.
Oh yeah, man. We all went down on him, man.
Whoa, pause, bro. Yeah, pause that.
No, listen.
That was
you know what's crazy about that? Honestly, I'm not afraid to combat that, though, man. I'm not afraid to that. Because you're not from my culture. You're not from my upbringing.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
experts would definitely differ with you on that.
I mean, how do you define an expert, though?
Somebody who's a music expert, like a hip hop expert, somebody who's been
so
around
experts
for a long
the one
time.
that actually came from my upbringing.
Like let's say a Fat Joe would disagree with you right away. And Fat Joe is one of the
KRS-One, Rakim, yes, I acknowledge that.
But you can put Fat Joe in that category. Fat Joe's
I wouldn't
do it.
I wouldn't do it.
DITC, that he's from that era, bro.
Digging the craze, yes.
He was part of them.
I respect that. No, I respect that 100%. But monetarily speaking, though,
he's from the 80s,
see
man. Fat Joe's from the 80s, bro. You can't deny that.
No, I respect that. But monetarily speaking, though, someone who is not really monetarily actually benefit from the hip hop game and actually stuck to their guns, I respect that. And when I say Rakim and KRS-One, I respect that. Because they're not fucking multi-billionaires.
Because they didn't understand the music business. That's why.
No.
They
it's not even that. It's about understanding the real culture.
There's a lot of artists. There's a lot of artists from the late '80s, early '90s that actually made money. Like Fat Joe's one of them. He's from the '80s and he made money.
Hello, cool.
Successful, but he knew how to stay relevant and he knew about the business of music. And that's why
he has a problem with Big Pun's family.
Allegedly.
That's why he has a problem with Big Pun's family.
Allegedly.
Why you don't hear that with Puff Daddy or Biggie? Why you don't hear that? Why you don't hear that problem? Because
it was rumored too that Puff
Daddy
Daddy
took care of Biggie's family.
But it was rumored that he
that's
did.
It.
It was
that's
rumored
it, bro. Like, I mean, that's it, bro. Like, go ahead. I'm getting mad emotional. Like, that's it, bro. Like, there's no argument, bro. Like, no argument.
I got him. I got you.
It's no argument, bro. Like, it's no argument. Okay, I want to hear this.
I'm gonna do a Chris Snyder, on me. Yo, Nell, they got you now. They got you. I'm like, Joe Tamar, I got you, bro. I got you.
Let's go. Let's get to it, baby. Let's go to it. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. I love you, man.
You felt it right here. See, that's how you know you feel it. You feel it right here?
Yeah.
That's how you James getting tight right here. You feel it right here. It's like, it's fucking bullshit. It's blasphemous. That's gonna be my trademark from now on. When somebody says something crazy, now that's blasphemous. Talk about.
Yeah. Go. I want to hear this though. I want to hear this.
No. Allegedly, Puff Daddy, he did take care of Biggie Smalls' family, but not as plentiful as they would have wished he would. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as generous as people think it is, right?
I can't hear you though. You're a little lower.
Yeah? Can you hear me now, Chris? You can hear me?
Yeah, a little low though.
I said that allegedly Puff Daddy did take care of Biggie Smalls' family, but it wasn't as generous as people think it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, honestly, yes, you can make the argument that Biggie obviously has been more successful commercially wise as Big Pun, but at the same time though, Big Pun made a major impact, especially in the Latin culture. You know what I'm saying? And to know that their family were in a shelter, living in a shelter. You know what I'm saying? And even like his son right now, Chris Rivers, you know what I'm saying, just trying to like come up right now and still struggling to get that exposure that he needs to get that exposure. It's crazy, bro.
How is that kid not like higher than what he is? It's crazy.
Huh?
It's crazy to me how he's not higher than what he is.
It's all about branding, bro. It's all about branding. People don't understand the business of music, bro.
Networking though. But yeah, go ahead.
Networking, the business of music is way different. Like there's so many great artists out there, bro. John Tavar could attest to this because we have music management companies, right? Music management companies. John Tavar, Generated Music Group. We meet so many talented artists out there, but a lot of them don't have the drive. A lot of them don't have the dedication. They're not consistent, and they just don't know about the business of music. They don't know about the music business, and being a good artist and not knowing about the music business, they don't go hand in hand. You have to know about the music business. You have to know that you need an entertainment lawyer. You have to know you need a manager. You have to know you need a publicist. You got to brand yourself a certain way. So those are things that a lot of artists don't understand, and maybe that's probably one of his faults, that he's really nice, but he doesn't understand. He's really nice, like lyrically, he's dope, but he probably doesn't understand the music business, and unfortunately, he hasn't been able to embark on his career because of it. That happens to a lot of artists.
Right. Okay. I mean, Chris, I want to say something now.
No, man, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say though, on top of that though, is that, you know what I'm saying, and for me, as an individual, as a human being though, overall though, if I know something, I'm gonna share it.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just keep it within myself. So, you know what I mean, knowing someone's potential and what they're able to offer, I can't, withhold that within myself and just keep that to myself and be selfish. So knowing that, you know what I mean, like I definitely have to express that to that person. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy though, because honestly, so many talent goes into waste though, that they don't have that exposure the way they should. But again though, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean, they don't, you know what I mean, not really meaning the right person, I guess, right? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
They don't have the proper tools too, and there's a lot of artists have the Hollywood mentality. They already think they're there.
Well, yeah, ego.
You can't tell them right. You can't tell them right from wrong. They don't follow advice. They don't listen.
Ego kicks in, yeah.
That happens a lot too. Like they're cocky, and it's good to be cocky.
Ego kicks in, yeah.
It's good to be.
I'm not. No disagreement with you with that.
Yeah, it's good to be cocky because the rap game and hip hop is a very competitive field, so you have to have that.
It is.
But when it comes to business situations, when you're sitting down and negotiating things, or you're trying to produce something, if you go to a particular studio and there's a renowned super music producer there, and he's telling you this is what you need to do, and you're telling him the complete opposite, there's a problem there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree. No, I agree.
Hey, for every studio session, I need a bag of weed. I need a bowl of red.
More demanding, right.
I need a bowl of red M&M's only, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? So, a lot of artists do that, bro. They're very picky and cocky without even having the status yet, and that non-humbleness prevents them from actually reaching a level.
No, I agree. Honestly, you and I actually both manage artists. We can definitely attest to that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, I agree though. I can't disagree with that. I just, me as an individual though, putting myself in that position though, like I'm just so humble, bro. Like, I'm just so appreciative. You know what I'm saying? I know my potential, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, where, I get the whole business though. I understand the business is fucked up. It is. It's fucked up. The business is really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But knowing my surroundings, of knowing who I could trust, and knowing that these are people that I know that's going to actually elevate me into a higher level. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately though, they're not too knowledgeable of understanding that. You know what I'm saying? They so caught up with this whole, this whole materialistic thing about, what I'm saying, having things happen overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's just crazy, man. But I'm still humble, man. In all honesty, though, man. And listen, all the respect. Listen, I came a long way, bro. I came a long way, bro. But I'm still humble to this day. Still humble, regardless of what quote unquote accomplished. You want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, it don't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still here.
Well, yeah, man, guys. So the 100th episode, man. You guys want to go into a final thought for your 100th episode?
Yeah, man.
So you want me to start it off?
Do it.
Well, actually, one of you guys start it off because I usually ended up just so I could follow up with a.
You ended up all the time, though, man.
I'll go first then. Then since you guys were here the before me, it's only right you guys finish it off. But 100 episode in the books, man. I can't believe it. It's been more than a year. One of the things that I really take from this podcast is the fact that we've had some great conversations. We've met some amazing people. Without this podcast, I don't think I've ever would have met, the people that I met. We've had everywhere from artists, authors, producers, small businesses. It's just been humble, man. We've given a platform to those who are just starting out and trying to give them a voice in a wider audience. When I first started this podcast, I was always kind of nervous. But I'm a kind of a minor pro now, I'm just humbled to still be doing this, talking shit with you guys. And, I look forward to growing and more and, having 100,000, 200,000 listeners and, just reaching that audience that, talk about real stuff, man. That's, one thing that we've always had in here is a great atmosphere. Yeah. Everybody who comes on the show feels like they knew us forever, and we just here talking and having a conversation. That's it.
Great, man. Great. John Tavar?
All right, so my final thought, man. Honestly, listen. I don't. I don't know how to start this. So it's crazy, right? Because
be like,
you can shed a tear, brothers. All right.
Like Nas in New York.
I don't cry, man. I haven't cried since I was like 6 years old, bro.
A real man needs to learn how to cry, brother.
That's true, though. Scarface said the best, right? Scarface, right? You never see a man cry until see a man die. You know what I'm saying? It's true, though. You're right about that. It's true. So I actually stand corrected on that part. Yeah. What I'll say is, I definitely appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? Honestly, I had the vision as far as like just creating something that's going to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? As far as like us, creating a platform of us having a certain topic every week. Just a topic and in general, though. You know what I'm saying? And just talk about relevant things. I think that it actually makes a difference. That things that we actually surpass. Because, honestly, we all caught up with our daily lives, though. I get it, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just, trying to make a living. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. However, though, like for me, man, I really appreciate you guys, though, as far as like, building this platform and actually having this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Where we actually talk about relevant things, man. Things that actually matter. You know what I'm saying? Which to me, bro, I take it to the heat. Take it to the heat, bro. And anyone who knows me personally knows who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm a really straight up individual where I really passionate about what I do. If I do it because I really do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it for the fame. I don't do it for the money. I do it because of the love. So, yeah, that's my final thought, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate all that, man. And shout out to Nelly Nell, because Nelly Nell definitely is responsible as far as like bringing a lot of guests into our platform. And, you know, definitely, you know what I mean, building our platform even bigger as far as like, you know what I mean, bringing hip hop artists and actually having them speak a different perspective aside from the music. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Ryder as well, though, too, at the same time, because Chris Ryder, you know what I'm saying, brought, you know, people that, you know what I'm saying, that we're able to talk about different things aside from what they do. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my final thought. John Tavar.
You already know, man. I want to start off by thanking our listeners and our viewers and our fans for definitely supporting us. We are about to hit our 2-year mark now. This is our 100th episode. Actually, in like about 2 weeks, we'll be 2 years strong, correct? Then at the Roundtable Podcast. And I want to show appreciation to our listeners, our viewers, and our fans, people who follow us. You guys definitely made us a trending podcast in that sense. And we love you guys. But what I wanted to say was I've always wanted to be somebody, but now that I realize I should have been more specific. I'm a broadcaster, baby. 100 episode, then at the Roundtable Podcast. I'm out of here, you heard? Peace out. Catch us with the sneaker shoe doctor, Mr. Burns. Going to be on soon with the shoe doctor, Mr. Burns. Catch that episode. It's going to be dope. It's going to be based on the sneaker industry and advertisement. So we'll be back. But like I said, man, I'm glad to be a broadcaster. I love everybody, man. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in every week and checking us out. And thanks to my co-host, Chris Ryder and John Tavar, for always being supportive and coming, you know, with ideas and always, you know, being consistent. All right, guys. So we out of here, man. We catch us on for our episode with the shoe doctor, and we'll see you next time, man. Thanks for supporting us.
Look, I said you could catch me uptown. Big body, peanut butter guts now. She ain't never hit me back then, she wanna float now. Bitches ain't wavy, they flush down. Bunch of fake friends, how they tryna stay in touch now? I done seen them niggas get locked and get a rundown. They ain't never hit me back then, but I'm the one now. Shit, I ain't never home like I'm on a run now. Okay, let's take him to war, filling up the guns now. You telling me what? Shit, I had to double it up. I'm from the bottom where they ain't never show us no love. I'm from the Bronx where it get retarded first of the month. Bitches be capped, cause really they be murdering what? I'm with the hitters and they gon' get dirty for love. Don't come with a blade, we only keep 30s and up. Them labels gon' call, I know they better hurry it up. 100 degrees, I'm hot, nigga burning it up. She used to front, now she never could touch. I'm only leveling up, friends turning niggas that I never could trust. 150 in a brand new, I used to get on the bus. I seen them funny looks before I knew them niggas was sus. You could never play me, shit you only playing yourself. This was the 90s, your music would've stayed on the shelf. These niggas be whack, that's why I stay to myself. You been lost chasing them hoes, you chasing the wealth. And you ain't gotta put the dough up, I bet on myself. Since day one out the pockets, never settle for help. Bitches can't fuck with me, yeah, I said it myself. And you know if I said it, then I said it as felt. Pass me the game, I feel like it's mine. Lean and race while bitches behind. Look, I said you could catch me uptown. Big body, peanut butter guts now. She ain't never hit me back then, she wanna float now. Bitches ain't wavy, they flush down. Bunch of fake friends, how they tryna stay in touch now?